The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
I said that. Where the ace at? Where the ace at?
Suavemente. Sky's the limit, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie.
We don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take this power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me. So, talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game could see the boxing boys.
Good morning, TBV, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, and we are back with another one. It is, what's today? I don't know, Wednesday, Monday? I don't know, one of those days, but it's
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Every day's Friday around here. So it's Tuesday morning, and we're here to discuss this red-hot news. King Ryan Garcia signed to Golden Boy Promotions. Definitely still a disgruntled employee. Over the last 2 days, there has been a whole lot of social media back and forth between he and his promoter. There is an interview or some sort of press conference that he held after his fight was canceled. And he has just had a lot to say, but the most important or what sticks out is, Oscar, if you don't believe in my talent, then you can release me elsewhere. Point blank, period. If you do, then come talk to me. Please, no more press and public bashing. Very mature of the young man to ask Oscar to come to the table and settle things away from the media. But a little too late for that, as there is so much to report in this feud. So this is what we're going to be talking about this morning. You already know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1. One time, voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, you can also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. Let me head on out to my co-host in New Jersey.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is the conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody like me. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. Get up, you son of a bitch.
BoxingVoice.com.
Good morning. Your boy Alex Doomsday Lion is here with the Capitan Ness. If you've gone your way to work, grab that cup of coffee if you already haven't. And if you're coming back from work, tune us in as you're coming back home, man. We appreciate y'all. You know, boxing talk is the talk. And the pretty boy Ryan Garcia right now is the topic. A lot of social media back and forth has been going on between the promotional company and the fighter. And I think the fighter's taking the route now to just kind of steer away from the social media. He wants to have a sit down and talk to Mr. Oscar about all the things that have been going on. I mean, pretty sure it was touchy-touch, you know what I mean, when he said, hey, he's not my best fighter, and, referred over to Virgil Ortiz as being his best fighter on Golden Promotions. But we'll get into it some more. I know my man Mike, the Gross Boss, just clipped on, so I'll let you do that.
Yeah, man. Virgil is a champion, so a little unfair of, Oscar to say that Virgil, not to say, but to compare. Just a little unfair for him to compare those two. Virgil Ortiz is some sort of champion with a WBA regular or gold strap that he won when he beat, I believe, Mauricio Herrera, something like that. Mm-hmm. That being said, Ryan is from what I'm receiving from his interview or his press conference and his press release, because he made an official statement. He always wanted the fight, whether that's Ivan Delgado, Avery Sparrow, or I don't even know this guy's name, Romero Duno.
Duno, yeah.
Okay.
He's from the Philippines, I think.
Okay. He's always wanted the fight. And he just doesn't get why Eric Gomez and Golden Boy are coming out and saying that he's scared or that his team is said he's scared. And
I think it was a miscommunication between the fighter and the promotional company and how they were trying to handle that situation, when Sparrow got picked up. And this is what I mean. I mean, you take to social media, it spreads like wildfire. And we're witnessing what that does. I think a sit down would have been the smartest thing. I think that either or, promotional company and fighter, screwed up on that. It should have been more communication, trying to make it more intimate. And this is usually how this is handled anyhow, within the closed doors and with your team. But it took to social media, it spread like wildfire. Ryan Garcia, he may have, as Oscar, pointed out in that interview, that he might have ears, and he might have people in his ears. He himself experienced that as a young fighter, and these things do happen to a fighter, especially a young fighter. Man, you got a whole bunch of people telling you this, telling you that. You're worth this, you're worth that, and you have my main man Canelo, mentoring them too.
Not only mentoring, but from the interview, he insinuated that Canelo gives him his full support. So, I don't know. He's like, He
retweeted it. He retweeted whatever Ryan Garcia tweeted. So, with a platform like Canelo's, you could bet your last dime.
Before I introduce our other two co-hosts, I'll just put this out here. He made a very good point in saying there's other fighters in his division or on his level, 18, 20 fights that get paid more than him and fight the same opposition but have a smaller following. So that's something to think about. I'm going to go out to Indiana's own Gross the Boss.
DiBiase Production.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
BoxingVoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. On my mic, he stayed out before he said it.
A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, what up to everybody out there in the TBV universe? I do apologize for being late, but man, I was up watching Border Wars last night. For anybody who haven't seen Border Wars, man, go ahead and sign up to Patreon on $5 tier. It's well worth it. Big ups to everybody who joined, man. Big ups to Ness and Enrique. These motherfuckers are funny as hell on the mic, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate the commentary. I appreciate them trying to pan to like guy's girlfriend. Oh man, she's swaying. She's rocking back and forth.
I was wondering what you was laughing at on the text.
Man, it was great. Every fights were great. People were great, man. The guys were great. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see Southside Ducey and Lauren had like a pact before the fight even started. So I really appreciate that. But on to Ryan Garcia, man. I was telling you guys like Sunday night, man. Ryan not playing with this shit, bro. Like they ain't. From the outside looking in, this is what I'm taking from it. They're not treating Ryan like Ryan want to be treated. I know Ryan may have a false sense of what he deserves or like what he's worth because of his following on social media. But you got to admit, man, he's the one guy that's selling that event Thursday. I don't think Jaime Munguia really sells events like Ryan Garcia. So we'll break it down. We'll get into it, and we'll see what Ryan's going to do in the upcoming future. But what's going on, Cash Weezy?
What's up, man? Yeah, man. Yeah, I just want to say I saw the fight too.
Stay focused, stay working my jazz.
I saw the fight too.
Because if he comes to fight, then I'm gonna have to look for him.
I saw the fight too.
I think you accurate.
Yes, indeed, I'm accurate. Not late, on time. Anyway, here I am. You caught me. I was doing something. But Ryan Garcia, who's his trainer? El Chepo?
Eddie Reynoso.
Eddie Reynoso. That's a big team in his corner. You know what I'm saying? So the first thought I came up with was like PR stunt. But then I thought of like, well, maybe, maybe he didn't get paid for that Sparrow fight because of no show. And who knows? Did he get really taken care of? Like, what's going on? Again, I'm just a fan watching the show happen. And Ryan Garcia, to me, is bigger than Oscar De La Hoya in popularity, So, Golden Boy.
Man, whoa, man.
Yeah, let me finish. Golden Boy needs a Ryan Garcia. Golden Boy needs, if Golden Boy loses, everybody knows this, Canelo, then what do they fall back? What is their product?
I mean, Canelo
publicity stunt, bro. PR. And I might be just talking hot air, but I think it's publicity. I think it's a salvageable situation, and I think that on camera it's salvageable, but I think behind the scenes it's a made up scenario.
So you're saying that basically this whole thing, this whole beef, everything is just like a PR stunt?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know, man.
Why not sell?
This ain't no PR stunt. If anything, it's a power move that they're using public relations.
Who? Wait. What you mean power move for who?
Ryan.
Through who though?
Through the media.
As a company?
Through the media. Through public relations. He held a press conference. He had a public statement. Plus, he expressed himself on his social media, which is an extension of himself.
You consider, you're right. If you consider, and Oscar De La Hoya always says this, he says, Canelo is my friend. Not only he's your partner, he's my friend. So I work on his behalf. Now, if your friend advises your employee, is that a snake move, or is that your real friend, or is this like something that we overlooking?
Nah, man, Canelo
and Eddie Ronaldo and his corner on Fight Hype saying he's been mistreated, and those are Oscar De La Hoya's people. So I'm wondering, Oscar De La Hoya made them rich.
Well, at the end of the day, fighters are always gonna side with fighters, man. Oscar was a fighter.
Yeah, you're right. But the word friend. So then you're telling me the word friend means nothing coming from Oscar De La Hoya. Then that's something that we should like.
Oscar want to hope he could remain friends with Canelo. Canelo don't need friends. Canelo got $400 million.
Right, and he needs more friends than ever at this point.
Oscar needs to say that he's Canelo's friend. He needs to make sure that he don't ruffle the feathers. He needs Canelo. We remember there was already documents released that says that Canelo makes up 90% of Golden Boy's revenue. So
he is Golden Boy.
He is Golden Boy. So they gotta say we friends, and they gotta give him what he wants. And this is what I'm saying: if they gotta do all that, like you said. My friend is telling my employee, my disgruntled employee, XYZ. And that's just the case. According to Ryan, Canelo is on his side and has, supported him. Go ahead, Mike. Sorry.
Now, Mike, real quick. I don't want to lose this thought. Hold that down real quick. What if, right, if that's 90% and, they use the phrase, get that bag, do you think, again, speculation, Canelo is going to start his own thing and Ryan Garcia be his first fighter?
I mean, look, they already got Ryan in the camp, right? And I'm pretty sure, like Andre Rozier, they probably got some sort of management company because I'm pretty sure they got a stake in Canelo and his brothers, right? So, yeah, man, I could see
How much longer is Canelo's contract, or is he on a fight-by-fight deal?
In there.
His brothers, I forgot all about that shit.
Canelo's in there for good. He's got 10 fights left, remember?
Okay.
And who knows, because Oscar got him this deal, did he sign an extension? We just seen Lamont Roach, a Golden Boy fighter, sign an extension because Oscar got him a title shot. I keep telling you guys, you get those title shots, boom, extension. It just came out yesterday that Lamont Roach signed an extension with Golden Boy. Why? I don't fucking know, because they have done nothing but put him on ringtv.com. This is the first thing that they've done is get him a Jamel Herring title shot, and I don't even know if this is them doing it. I believe this is like a vacant, not a vacant, a mandatory or something, right?
Yep.
So they ain't doing
One thing
nothing.
that I did want to say, Ryan Garcia has been talking like this. I mean, not like in depth like this, but he's been saying little things on social media, on just in interviews like, I'm being paid peanuts. I'm not being paid my worth. So all of this is like building up. And from his perspective, they try to play him. They really try to hold him. They always wanted Romero Dono, but they said, "Hey, we ain't gonna pay you this much for him, but we'll pay you this much for Avery." All right, cool. I'll fight Avery there.
He wanted more though. He wanted more for Dono.
Yeah,
and that's where Oscar is kind of disputing with him. He wanted more. And Oscar's in the mindset like, fighters now are a little different. They're worrying more about the money and the media more than what they're supposed to be worrying about, which is the fight. And Dunno came in as a replacement. Ryan Garcia wanted a little bit more money as compensation for not preparing for this man, a more dangerous opponent, and not knowing what he was bringing or what. Now preparation period, and he didn't take the fight. That's plain and simple.
Who didn't take the fight?
Ryan. He wanted more money.
From Ryan's perspective, they always wanted Dono. Like, they was never, for Ryan, going to give him Avery because they knew that Avery had a case.
Yeah.
So he wanted him, but with more money.
According to his lawyers, they knew from Tuesday that they were already looking for Avery Sparrow in L.A. So all we're saying is I'm siding with Ryan. You don't have...
Whoa. What happened to Ness on Sunday night?
Hear me out.
Okay.
We built up Avery Sparrow. First of all, I showed you that I wanted more money because Avery Sparrow was worth more money. So I signed that fight. Avery Sparrow has court issues. He gets arrested Tuesday night. You, as my promoter, you know that they're looking for him. It's your job to salvage this event, to say, hey, we got Duno on a replacement. Here's an extra 10, 5, X amount of dollars, bro. That's what they do. They shouldn't have allowed this because at the end of the day, it's Canelo. When you think of Golden Boy, it's Oscar, Canelo, Ryan. You don't even think of Eric Gomez. It's Oscar, Canelo, Ryan. They don't want to lose. Who you going to say? Jaime? Who you going to say? Jaime? Virgil Ortiz? No. Virgil just jumped on the scene. He ain't no world champion. That's a gold belt.
I'm talking about Jaime.
Yeah, but
Virgil
Jaime ain't nobody, dog. Jaime ain't nobody, and you know damn well when we think about him, people be like, yeah, but look, this dude did that, and this dude did that, and Liam Smith had this, and Dennis Hogan had... Come on, bro.
Brian got the reach right now.
And I'm not going to say... Listen, but I'm not going to say that they don't talk about Ryan either. It's not like they don't... people think Ryan might be suspect too. But in terms of crossover, mainstream, and or making money, we think of Oscar, Canelo, Ryan. I mean, do you think...
Not in that order.
Do you think that Jaime's more of a franchise than all right, then. Well, there you go. He shook his head no for those listening and not watching.
All right, so the story is that Sparrow got arrested. Ryan took that fight because it was a bigger pay than the fight offered, right? Which makes sense.
Yes.
But he doesn't get paid because the fight didn't happen. Is that correct?
Well, I'm assuming he didn't. But according to his interview, not even he knew if he was. He's still waiting to hear back. He's still saying that they have not called him.
I thought once a fighter hit the skills and they weigh in, they get that check no matter what.
And Ryan kind of insinuated that, but didn't say it as forward as you. He said, I don't know. I haven't gotten paid, but I weighed in. I was, and he's like, basically, they didn't call me. He says, but they called my mom at midnight, but they didn't call me. You know.
Oh yeah, she said they were actually leaving a concert.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know what's going on over there at Golden Boy, but you got to start treating your like you said, your top prospects a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? If Ryan's disgruntled and you know that you're trying to build him into a star, give him what he wants for right now, then recoup it down the road. You know what I'm saying? And from the perspective of his lawyers, they wasn't asking for like a exorbitant amount of more money. It was
they didn't give a figure.
Yeah, they didn't give a figure. That lawyer was very elusive.
Smart. He was very good.
He didn't give. He said peanuts. They're giving me peanuts. What did you ask for? That Golden Boy said, no way.
But Ryan defended that situation well. Why don't you put it into perspective? What do you think Haney just received? What do you think Haney received for his last fight? They're in the same division.
But
what do you think?
Ryan ain't that fighter just yet.
Hold on.
But what I told you,
who says he's not? Who says he's not? That's the problem.
Look, you could take polls on the public, man, and the public will speak for itself. Look, the fighter is his fights and what he's done yet up to date. That's what people are gonna judge you by. Who have you fought? Have you finished them in dramatic fashion? All that other stuff doesn't matter. What matters is what you do in the ring. That's how you're able to flex. Now, in the perspective, Ryan Garcia is flexing from a standpoint of I have a big following. That's what he got going for himself right now, and that's truth. Well, and that's something for Golden Boy to seriously consider, especially in the new age and where boxing is now. Especially, as an example, KSI versus Logan. Media stars, social media stars garner that attention. So, Ryan, I'm not saying you don't deserve some extra peanuts. What I'm saying is that we don't know.
Y'all bugging out.
Why?
First, because y'all just saying, his following, that holds more weight than what he actually does in the ring. You know that.
That's what I just said.
No, but I'm saying I'm not saying it the way you're saying it. I'm saying that the value holds more weight than what he does in the ring to the public. You know what I'm saying? To the casual. What you're talking about is hardcores. They don't care about that. Hardcores don't care about his social media. They just want to see the fight and judge you and move on. They're the ones who live by the what have you done for me lately. The casual fans go by like, good looking swag,
Abercrombie and Fitch
mouthpiece. He talks like he walks it.
All that works for you if you're fighting.
Bro,
that's wrong. I didn't see one fight of Ryan Garcia, and I met him through the internet, through social media, and still haven't seen him have a fight.
And
I saw him on that time we were in Texas or somewhere, or LA. I remember we saw him fight.
And Haney is fighting unknown fighters. Who the hell is Andongini? Who the hell is Abdulayev?
Right. He's finishing them, bro. He's finishing them.
Brother, you gotta understand. So is Ryan. Ryan just knocked out a fucking Dominican, and he knocked out some other dude. They fighting cab drivers, bro. They fighting cab drivers.
Right. So I think, in my opinion, that why I call it a PR stunt is because, like artists do, they both have followings, they cross, and they make, even Canelo has boxing fans on his following social media, but not Ryan Garcia's fans. So they crossed them over. That's why the corner is now Ryan Garcia's corner. Canelo's corner is Ryan Garcia's corner. That's why I'm thinking, and I'm speculating again, that is a stunt to just spread the love and unite both followings. Ryan Garcia is the co-star of Golden Boy. Canelo.
And look, I'm pretty sure Canelo went through some similar situations early in his career, and he's probably telling Ryan, like, you know what, these things happened to me. I would have done this in that time, but I didn't have people, putting these things in my ear and experienced people telling me stuff. I mean, who knows what's going on and why Ryan took that decision to not fight.
This clown talking about Abdulayev was number 2 in the WBC, and so the fuck was Tom Schwartz, and Odawa Wale was number 4. Like, stop with the ridiculousness. Come here to learn. Don't just come here to be dumb and type. Get off that Skype.
But then on the flip side of the coin, it could be a real situation where Ryan is trying to get the most money he can get. And that's where Chepo and Eddie
deserves it.
And Canelo. He does deserve it.
You guys are ignoring the argument. Gervonta makes more money than him, and he was 130, 135. You know, everybody in his division makes more money than him, and he's got a bigger following than all of them. Bigger than Haney.
Right.
Bigger than Haney. Bigger than
and
Gervonta.
That's what I was getting.
Bigger than fucking Teofimo. Bigger than Lomachenko. Yeah, all those guys might have done more. Might have done more in boxing. But don't forget the tickets. That's what matters. That's what matters.
Lomachenko don't have the charisma. He has it in the ring, but it ain't translating in followings. And that's why I'm saying the following is bigger than what you do in the ring. Of course, what you do in the ring matters. Is your career, is how you live. But the following is what comes. You know what I'm saying? To show up. But the flip side, I think that Canelo's probably like saying what you just said, Ness. You deserve. You're bigger. You're doing more. You deserve. And he wants another deal.
And
he wants to negotiate.
Bro. Listen, how old is Ryan Garcia?
He's like,
man.
Ryan Garcia has fought the Devin Haney's. Everybody, he's fought them in the amateurs. He's not afraid of none of these guys. He's ready for this, you know? And he's with Golden Boy. We all know that if he was with another promoter, we would have been saying, damn, Golden Boy should have done better. Golden Boy would have done better. Like, he was with Oscar. He's Mexican-American. He's got the look. He's got the speed. They got the gimmick. Like, what's the problem? And let me tell you, I was very impressed with him taking that Avery Sparrow fight. I really hate that fight didn't happen.
Yeah, man, I think that the only way that relationship is going to get salvaged, if it's real, is that he gets what he's asking for. Just like Triple G did. You know, he asked for more. He got it.
Yeah, man. At 18-0, name another kid that has that following. 21 years old. Name it. Name another kid at 21 that this many journalists know, this many fans, it has this following. I mean, that has to count for something. Now, I don't think that it equates to the numbers that I heard in an interview in the past. I won't even repeat it. And I don't think it translates to the Zone subscribers just yet until they give him the proof of that. He's asked for it because he believes in his followers. He believes if I'm fighting on this platform, they're going to sign up to watch me fight. And why wouldn't they? Now, another thing that he's got, Mike, is he's got like some sort of fight with Logan Paul on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like he knows how to market himself. Like I don't know if he was teaching Logan Paul how to fight, but you put Ryan Garcia versus Logan Paul and it's there, and all that is spillage. You know, honestly, right now, Ryan needs to be talking to Eddie Hearn. Ryan needs to do exactly what Triple G did. Triple G, you know, came to the Zone, but then later partnered with Eddie because his promoter K2 just couldn't get it done right. They've been there in the big dance trying to get him the Canelo fight, and it's been, you know, not as smooth as it was for Jacobs, who had Eddie at the wheel. And maybe Garcia needs Eddie at the wheel. Because I know the Zone doesn't want to lose him. I know the Zone sees value in him.
Absolutely. We got a super chat from T Plums 101. Maybe his popularity isn't translating to true ticket sales. And maybe Golden Boy sees that. I don't know. Just maybe. And look, man, I totally agree with the sentiments of what Ness and Casual's been saying. Like Ryan, he sees what Devin Haney's doing. He sees what Teofimo's doing. He sees what what's the other guy's name?
He worried about what's on other people's plates.
Yeah, he's seeing like all these guys that are on his level, like getting title shots. Shakur Stevenson finna get a title shot. Devin Haney, he's not a mandatory. Teofimo finna get a title shot. And you see these guys moving along and progressing, and he just feel like, man, I'm a bigger star. Why am I not getting out more? Why am I not getting the spotlight that some of these guys are getting? You know what I'm saying? And I can understand that because of his social media following. But one thing that we got to realize is about Ryan Garcia, I don't know how much that translates because we've seen him on Facebook, right? We've seen that Jojo Diaz did more than him on Facebook when they both fought. So even though Ryan's has a big social media following, like T Plum said, how much of that really translates into people now? As far as ticket sales go, I think that Ryan can sell out on the West Coast whenever he fights. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's a problem for him. But as far as like viewership and like people tuning in, I think that might be a problem. I know the casual fan of his knows him, but the hardcore fans still have some doubts, and the true casual fans probably really hasn't came across their radar yet. Ryan Garcia.
I mean, I don't know what numbers they've seen thus far. I don't know what main event did Ryan Garcia hold. I forget, but where do they get that gauge on how much he sold, how many tickets he sold? Unless he is a main event, right?
Yeah, I mean, when you I think he main evented last year, right before the Triple G and Canelo fight. He was like on that Friday. So I mean, he like Ryan does good numbers, and even I believe.
Do you remember where the fight was streamed? Was it on what network it might have been on?
I don't remember, but I do remember when you guys were in LA for that Triple G fight against Vanez.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Garcia headlined the night before.
Okay, yeah, I just want to get a sense of where we would get this comparison, and talking again from Golden Boy's perspective, right? Because everyone has their side of the story.
They got to start doing better,
and their argument. But when you're looking at a fighter, I mean, Dono was fighting. He was supposed to fight Delgado, right? He did fight Delgado. I'm sorry, and Dono was offered step aside money, in order for Ryan to take on Delgado. But he stood his ground. And that's when I believe Ryan Garcia said, hey, if I'm going to fight Dono, I need a little bit more money. So from a promotional standpoint, I'm looking at my fighter like, okay, you're willing to fight Delgado, but you're not willing to fight Dono. Where's the moxie? Are you leaning more towards the money? I want the money, or are you confident as a fighter? So I think from managing so many fighters over the years and being a fighter himself, I think Golden Boy Oscar De La Hoya is just kind of looking at certain things, seeing how his fighter acts. In the end, it's a long-term relationship, and you want to get a sense of feel for where the mindset is for Ryan. Obviously Oscar De La Hoya knows that he's willing to fight. He talks a good talk. He has the following, but when push comes to shove, are you that guy? Are you that guy that's going to?
Let me ask you a question, Tony. If Garcia, I mean, I know, in my opinion, like if you sign a contract, then nigga, you bound by law. But you know what I'm saying? Leave it to Ness. Contracts are meant to be broken. If Ryan is able to get out of that contract, who is the best promoter that Ryan could possibly be with? I know people like to say Eddie Hearn, but Bob Arum has a ESPN channel. And we know Bob Arum can build a star, and we know he'll give you a fluffy ass record, you know what I'm saying, until you get ready.
That Bob Father diet?
Yeah. So do we think that Bob, PBC, or either Eddie Hearn could possibly do a better job than what Golden Boy is doing right now? Or is it just maybe Ryan's the problem and not Golden Boy?
I think right now, well, it's not even a huge problem just yet. This is still bubbling up. This is bubbling up right now.
This is bubbling up. His promoter and promotion. So I mean, to me, this is a serious problem. Now, you don't want to have a disgruntled young superstar, guys. That shit could.
I mean, we've had that in Canelo. We've had that in Oscar De La Hoya when he was with Bobby, and
what did Oscar do?
I mean, he sued him and he got his way out of there. But what I'm saying is that these things happen. It's just a matter of how both sides are going to negotiate and really talk through it. The good thing about Oscar and Ryan is that they have Canelo, who's can be sort of like a mediator. Definitely can soften up maybe some of the negotiations and in respect to the long relationship that he's had with Oscar.
Listen, man. Contracts are meant to be broken, and contracts you can easily get out of them. I mean, he could buy his contract out, And this is what this is right here. This is Al. Bob, you interested? Come give me that $800,000 to get out this contract you gave Andy Ruiz, Al. Hey, Bob, come handle this buyout and put me on ESPN, because I bet you Bob will see value in Ryan Garcia on ESPN. Whoa. And Mike's right.
I think Hearn.
ESPN will do a fantastic job with that platform. Listen, this fucking dog, I gotta take this dog to the vet, bro. She's scratching her ear like a motherfucker. They will do a fantastic job with Ryan Garcia on ESPN, bro. I mean, and Mike just hit all the needles on the head, bro. Like, they've got other guys in and around those divisions that they've gotten belts. Ryan gets in there, 3-4 fights to get introduced, get on that platform big time. Then we'll see fights with him and Herring, because Herring will have to move up. There's potentials.
That's Ray old ass off. Get him, Brian.
Who?
Ray Beltran. They would dust Ray old ass off.
Hell yeah. And that would be the biggest name on his resume. That would be a dangerous fight, because Beltran got power. Last thing to go is power. But they'll get him the fights. Herring moving up to 35. Beltran, fucking even
Comey.
Victor Postal, suck him down or some shit. Even in the future, Teofimo. There's plenty of fights for him on Top Rank. And I know that DAZN via Eddie can keep him happy, but are they going to put him out there to the masses? Like, we all know DAZN is great for the fighters, but it's not great in terms of building the brand. It's not ESPN. Imagine Ryan on the front page of ESPN every time that he's going to fight, the way they got Tyson Fury splattered across all the ESPN networks and channels. But those are my final thoughts, man. I think Ryan is doing what he needs to do to shake the tree and see how many fruits Oscar's going to let fall out.
Oh, man, shake the tree.
So, but yeah, I totally agree. You know what I'm saying? You got to shake the tree and see what's going to come of it. And, man, hopefully Ryan can salvage his partnership with Golden Boy. If not, then we'll see how this plays out. But I think it'll be a big mistake from Golden Boy to even suggest a buyout or even capitulate to what Ryan wants about leaving his contract, or if he does want to leave his contract. I wouldn't.
I think
go.
Most definitely, Mike. I think it's my final thought right now is just Ryan. You're a hell of a star on social media. I think it's a little too early right now for you to just jump ship. I don't think it's been that bad. Golden Boys brought you thus this far. I think just to sit down, man to man, with your advisors or whoever's around you that has the best intentions for you, and just sit down, have that meeting, talk your talk, but stay away from the social media, because this shit spreads like wildfire. Certain things are meant to be put up on social media, other things not. So just take it real cool, take it one step at a time. Don't be hasty. Talk to Big Bro Canelo and see if there could be a reparation there, because I don't think it was that serious either.
I think it is serious. My final thought is I think it is that serious. If you're not getting paid, you train really hard, and your fighter doesn't show up, and your promotion, your company that you work for doesn't try to make you have a showdown, showcase your work. So he lost that. And, a fighter, you should know, Doomy, as a fighter, how much focus you put in preparing for a fight, and then all of a sudden the whole plan changes. Now, where's your frustration go? Where's all the training go? In the press conference to talk about what happened and what didn't happen. So I think
he might have been hyped for the fight, right?
Of course he was. So, and he was hyped to be on television, on DAZN, that kind of shit, man. That's a lot into you. So not getting paid, disgruntled, he deserves more money. Yeah, stay off social media with your personal business. But then I also, on the flip side, like I first said when I first saw the news, that it was PR stunt. Paul Logan and KSI, if that's his name, showed that the fight game is bigger than what it is, and it's all about showmanship behind the scenes and on the screen. You know what I mean? And that's what Ryan Garcia has, the showmanship. He deserves more money. And possibly Mike's addressing, like, where would he go? Bob Arum knows how to make a star. Well, maybe Canelo knows how to make a star now because he is the star. He went through the same waves and frequencies that Golden Boy Oscar De La Hoya went through. Oscar didn't go to boxing college. You know what I'm saying? He learned from going through his contracts and sitting down with attorneys. So, yeah, that's what I think is possible. That Canelo's like, Ryan, you with us, you family. We closer to you. You in our camp. I see you put in the work. Oscar's in the conference room. We on these streets for real. They on the streets. Ryan's on the street. Come talk to the man, Oscar, on the streets, not go show up in the gym with your, cool ass jogger suit on. But yeah, that's okay. It's facts, man. That's the thing. Cheer.
Definitely agree, man. Let's go out to these sponsors, get to these callers.
Uppercut that thumbs up button too, man. We were here early in the morning with y'all, man. 76 on the thumbs up. AJ uppercut that. I want to see 150 in like 2 seconds, baby.
We got on the uppercut.
Yeah, we going to these
Border
streets.
Wars page is live. If you want to join up for Border Wars, Jose's going to be taking on Iron Sal, and that's Jose Loco Sands from Canada, 3-0, taking on Sal. He's only 1-0, but truly skilled. Eye test is something to see. Then we got on the undercard the return of SOG from Texas. He's going to be making his return back to the heavyweight division, taking on Eddie Bola de Grasa. And we're still looking for 3 other fights on this Border Wars. November 2nd, Canelo versus Kovalev. It's going down November 2nd, Border Wars as well. Add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. Let's go.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Going out to Mastermind early in the morning out in Texas, rocking out with us.
BoxingWords.com.
Oloki, you are next, my friend. Por eso lo vuelvo a repetir. La era del Canelo es la mejor porque peleó con los mejores. La suerte es para los mediocres, my friend.
BoxingWords.com.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? What's going on? Good morning, Mike. Doomy, Casual, Ness. How y'all doing?
All good. Good morning.
Talking this Ryan talk, man.
Yo, my thoughts on Ryan Garcia. This, man, look, I get it. He's got the social media popularity, but the difference between him and Devin Haney and Teofimo and what's his name? Who else were we talking about? And Gervonta Davis is, when you look at Ryan, I don't feel like he's special. I don't feel like he's got that extra oomph. And he needs to be careful. At the end of the day, Oscar and Golden Boy, if I'm them, I'm like, okay, we're gonna appease you. You think you're ready for a big step up fight? Fine, we'll give you what you want. And you guys know how boxing fans are, bro. He fucks around and takes an ass whooping. That his stock is gonna drop tremendously. Boxing fans don't play that shit. They're used to the you got to be undefeated type route. And I don't think he's like Canelo where he can bounce back that well.
90 seconds.
To me, Ryan Garcia is binding him to his own hype. And Oscar, they're trying to guide him. They've tried to get him correctly, but now you're talking big and brash. They're gonna put you in there. We're gonna see what you really got. And my personal opinion, I just don't see that out of Ryan Garcia. I don't see him as special. He's kind of basic in my opinion. But that's my call.
All right.
I hear you, Joseph. You know what I'm saying? And I can give credence to like some of y'all.
60 seconds.
I do think social media plays a big part of boxing nowadays. So I think Ryan numbers can translate in. We just have to see. I know people want to say Ryan's not as talented as those guys, but my whole thing is, man, you cannot judge somebody else's path or trajectory off your own. Everybody got their own path. Everybody comes to the cross of the road when they come to it. So Ryan just needs a little bit more development, and he'll get there.
What do you think about that, though? Asking for more money, they put him in a more competitive fight, and in his.
That's why he asked more money. He felt like the Dunno fight was more competitive than the Abraham Sparrow fight. I've been on here.
Yeah, but he didn't take it. He wanted more money, so it's like so this is about. So you're saying this is all about money.
No,
yeah,
no. It is, but you prefaced that wrong. He took the Sparrow fight because it was more money. It's a more dangerous fight.
Saying he wanted more money for Dunno.
Exactly. But
so Dunno was more dangerous than Sparrow.
Doomy, hell no. That's what I'm saying. Doomy don't want to get this to his head.
He would have knocked Sparrow out.
All right. So the money that he was getting for Sparrow. Hold on. So the money he was getting for Sparrow was once Sparrow, unfortunate happenings happened to him, he got picked up. When that fight, was
the Dunno fight. The Dunno
Where did
fight
that money go?
Listen
That's
to
what
me.
I'm saying.
Listen
the Sparrow
to me.
money got off the table.
Listen to me. The Dunno fight is less money than the Sparrow fight. Okay,
that's what I wanted to get to.
They said we want you to fight Dunno. He said, how much? This much. Nah, give me Sparrow then. I want the more expensive fight. So then he's saying, y'all knew. Damn, I can't believe we got to go through this again. He said, y'all knew Sparrow had a case. Then y'all found out for sure Tuesday. You always wanted me to fight Dunno. Pay me. I took the more expensive fight, the tougher fight, because I wanted more money. What don't you get?
Which is clear.
Well, Golden Boy's saying that Dunno wasn't worth that money. He's a less dangerous fighter, so I think it's just Ryan being upset that everything closed out from under him.
What type of fighter are you that you go through a whole 8-week camp and promotion for Avery Sparrow, and then they're going to slide in a fucking tune-up that ain't on the same price level, and you're going to say, okay, it's not my promoter's fault, I'm going to just do this for them? What about the camp?
No, I'm not saying that.
What about
I'm
the camp and the sparring
compensate me
partners?
for
What about the
according
camp money, though?
to the opposition that I'm facing.
Listen to me.
I mean,
do you
at the
pay
end of the
more
day,
money?
you ain't fight now. You ain't make no money.
Are you spending? No, he got on the scale, so he fighting for his money with lawyers. You see? You see the difference?
Yeah, now you got to fight for your money with lawyers.
And he'll get it.
Which he shouldn't have to either.
And he'll get it.
Not have to.
Exactly, because he did nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong. He wanted more money. He took the tougher fight. Now you want me to fight this replacement on short notice? Give me more money. You talking about, oh, this is all over money. He just want my... Yo, what type of fighter are you, champ?
It's always about more money.
They trying to slide in a dude on fucking 4 days and you saying it's okay?
He ain't seeking opportunity. It ain't an opportunity. He is Ryan Garcia. Nobody's coming to see Dunno or Sparrow.
Or Jaime. Nobody was there to see Jaime. Jaime don't even live in America.
Last thing I want to see, actually, is Sparrow home? Did he get home?
I don't know what Sparrow had. We don't know where he at right now. Hopefully
still in the bed right now. Like, come on, we gotta talk about.
A guy that's less dangerous.
Do me one thing.
Why is it? You show your colors, man. You show your colors, and that's what Oscar's referring to.
I bet the setup was. They hit Ryan up on Friday and said, Romero Dono, he on weight, right? He good to fight. We can fight him. He's on weight.
Yo,
and
I just came up with something,
man. That this was part of the plan the whole time. They didn't want Sparrow to fight.
I'm gonna ask Ness this question because he hardcore. He know the whole shit. And if you know it, in show business, right, in the theaters, they have an understudy. The understudy steps up when the main character can't play the character, right?
Dunno was that understudy.
He
was on the undercard.
Okay, so they had Dunno as the understudy.
But that's what Ryan's saying. Y'all set me
up. They had Dunno as the understudy, but they wanted him to be the main star the whole time.
That's what he's saying. Y'all set me up.
Boxers fight replacements every day, B.
Man, forget it, man. Let's go to the callers, bro. Let them decide.
Go to these streets, man.
We got Boomerang.
Sponsors.
No, I did that. We went to one call already. We went to Mastermind, but we can go on to Boomerang now.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Last time I checked, I was the man on these streets. They call me residue. I leave blow on these beats.
I'm gonna treat him like he's a C+ fighter.
Shit on this.
Yo, what's good?
Good morning.
What's up, Mr. PBC, man? Good
morning,
brother.
everybody. Good morning, Doomsday, Mike,
And man, this fight with what's his name, Ryan Garcia. I mean, his situation. I mean, I think it's just Eddie Hearn really trying to just steal him from.
Come on, man.
Golden Boy.
What's going on with you, big? Why you want to bring Eddie into? Eddie ain't got nothing to do with it.
Eddie need to save the situation.
Yeah, you do, because it seems like everybody with Golden Boy is having problems with their fighters, and they're found out with the zone. Like, look at Canelo; he's having problems. I just think that that's what they're doing. I know Eddie, man, Senior Candy.
All right.
Be,
well, I mean, he got a point, though. Oh, he ain't done? He got a point, though. Canelo was not happy with Golden Boy. Remember, he got stripped because of Golden Boy, according to Canelo. Go ahead. I thought you were done.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, man, where's my T-shirt at, bro?
You know he gonna fuck with you every time, bro. He need that shit this month, not 3 months.
10 seconds. 9, 7.
Okay. Shout out 6, TVV. The Mr. The Zone is dead.
4. 3,
Don't even want to answer.
That's what cut it. Change of heart.
Cut it.
This change of heart, because
I seen all the information. The information. I had to sit down, watch his interview. I had to read through all his tweets. I had to see Oscar or Golden Boy's response. And yeah, man, once I understood that, like, they wanted him to fight Duno. Then he took the Sparrow fight, which me as a hardcore, I respect Sparrow. Maybe it's because I don't know Duno. You know, if you're going to tell me Duno's as tough as Sparrow, then okay. But I don't know who Sparrow... I mean, I know Sparrow beat Lundy with like 9 or 8 fights, and I don't know who Duno beat yet. I never heard of Duno. And I'm siding with Ryan because I just think they done a poor job. Like, he's been with Golden Boy since I met him, and I don't think he's gotten any bigger. Whereas Devin...
Did you know him before Golden Boy?
Yeah, of course. That's what I said. Everybody found him as the Cobra Kai bag dude. You know, I didn't even know he had an amateur background. You know, Enrique, years ago when I stumbled on him, it was because of the bag.
He was on the Cobra bag already signed to Golden Boy.
And that's what I'm telling you.
Telling you, did you know him before Golden Boy? You didn't know who the fuck was hitting a Cobra bag. You ain't know shit about him.
That's what I'm telling you. I found him before, without Golden Boy. I get their press releases. I go to their press conferences, and I seen him on Instagram before I seen that he was a fighter signed to Golden Boy. You don't want to believe that? That's your problem, brother. That's totally your problem. Now, remember, I have 2 Instagram accounts, my personal and the one for this business. So I'm on Instagram 10 times the amount of time as you.
What I'm saying, you could do the dick measuring all you want, man. What I'm saying is that Ryan was introduced to this world by Golden Boy, and then if you're a true follower, like you're saying, you would have seen that needle move on Instagram. When he wasn't with Golden Boy, that needle didn't just fly to 3 million, man. Golden Boy had a big deal in bringing this kid to the world.
You're hilarious.
And now he's on Red Bull wings, and he's thinking that his clout is gonna be the top answer for everything. Oh no, but I got social media. Oh, but I got social media. Listen, you gotta fight, and you gotta make the people the believers, man. You gotta give the confidence to the promoter that you ain't just gonna be a diva.
Instagram, they are what's responsible for bringing Ryan to the world. Like Ness said, when he did that Cobra Bread, nigga, that shit was on World Star Hip Hop, nigga. That shit went viral. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't just on IG. It wasn't just on YouTube. It wasn't just on the boxing shit.
He don't want to believe
me, bro. Like, before I even knew, like I was gonna be a fucking hardcore fan. Like, who the fuck? This is a young kid doing all this. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So I started to be intrigued with Ryan too. So I agree with Ness.
Yo, now this is another nail on the coffin, right? Golden Boy got 1 million followers. Oscar got 900. Come on, man. They helped him move the needle. Get your ass out of here. We're going to these callers. We got no time for debate because we got another show scheduled at 10. So we're going to drive-by mode. We got 6 minutes till our next show. We're going to be talking Kid Galahad and, my boy, He's not really my boy. Let me not say that because now y'all gonna really think he's my boy, especially because he's Dominican.
Yo, but what about Davison?
Claudio Marrero, they in. Hold on a minute, Enrique. Kid Galahad and Claudio Marrero are have been ordered to do an eliminator to be the mandatory for Josh Warrington. And Galahad just fought him. I know. Man. Yo, save it for the show, champ.
No. Hold on, real quick. Big ups to my guy Rob out there in the UK. He just sent me a text. Did y'all know Dono's opponent missed weight by 4 pounds?
Nah. Because I don't know Dono.
It's a setup from the start, bro. They tried to set Ryan up a long time ago.
I can't even pick Dono out of the lineup, champ. I've never seen him. Never seen him, I'm telling you. You told me today he's Filipino. Yo, with a name like Romero, I thought he was Spanish. You said he's Philippine. I said,
nah, as if the Spanish conquered the Philippines back in the day. That's where they got all the Spanish.
Well, there you go, because
everybody, motherfuckers.
When you said Romero, yo, at first when people were saying Duno, because that's all they were saying was his last name. Oh, he's scared of Duno. I'm like, damn, he's scared of a UK dude? Then they like, no, his name Romero. I'm like, oh shit, he's scared of a fucking Latino? You know what I'm saying? Now you telling me he Filipino. It's like
get a little Pacquiao and shit.
Yeah, he's got to put a Pacquiao.
Yeah, man. Well, let's get to these callers. Listen, we got 5 minutes. We got to get to our next show. Drive-by mode.
Drive-by!
CYP, talk to me.
This is what we're going to do. Since it's a drive-by, we're going to make it simple. You say Devin Haney and this Ryan guy, they're on the same level. Devin Haney has fought guys. The last 3 opponents, they ranked 126 points average on box rate. Ryan's last 3 opponents averaged 26 points on box rate. That means one guy fights guys in the bottom 50, the other guy fights guys in the top 20. They are not the same. That's why one's ranked 2, one's ranked 16. When it comes to Oscar De La Hoya, Oscar De La Hoya is a fighter. A fighter will never be impressed with a dude's popularity because he knows that popularity will burst. Oscar De La Hoya, but don't have to do not want to be involved with a dude when he falls because we all know Ryan Garcia is going to fall because he's a hype job. But good job on getting your money. It is what it is. And breaking news, Larry Wade in the camp is training Luis Ortiz. We just talked yesterday, so it's going to be Joey and Larry going head up in the steel bomb squad all day. Let's go.
Damn,
yo,
Matchbox
that's crazy.
Yo, hold on.
He went Matchbox on it.
Yo, he went choreographed pad work on him.
Even though sometimes he called in with a little hate, don't say it's all love at the end of the day.
Can't match.
I mean, he had some numbers, so that was kind of factual.
Absolutely.
Let's go to the callers. We got Texas.
BoxingVoice.com.
You invited him to the ring? Why?
Yo lo invité a que se viera. Como decimos en México, hay que dejarnos de mamadas. ¡Viva México!
Like we say in Mexico, we don't fuck around.
BoxingVoice.com.
They fucking around, we'll fuck around.
Yo, what up? You hear me? Yo, what up? If Ryan leaves, he ain't gonna go to Top Rank or he ain't gonna go to Eddie Hearn. He gonna sign with Canelo Alvarez, Canelo Promotions. You know what that means? It's gonna be like the same thing with Gervonta and Floyd. When I fight, you fight. You on my card, you fight twice a year. In the middle of the year, you get your own card. That's my call.
All right. I mean,
Good
Ryan
point.
ain't on that level that he could fight twice a year. We need Ryan to fight more than twice a year.
No. What he said, you fight May, you fight September Dean in the middle or at the end, you get your own card and you go do your own thing. So about 3 times a year.
Yo, so you know, Ryan again said that his defense is these guys we're all fighting around the same level of competition and they're getting paid more than me. So on BoxRec, he's 16 and the closest prospect to him is only Haney. Abdulayev is ranked below him. Verdejo is actually there. So Haney is number 6 and Ryan is number 16. And that's what I'm saying. I think that Haney's gotten more of a push, especially from Showtime, and then he signed to Dazn. You know, Showtime he was the first dude I seen them give an all access to as a prospect. That was like a 2-part series too. So shout out to Haney and his dad, man. Finagle, good deals all the way coming up. We got Steve Paz. I mean, actually, it's Keem in Florida first. Talk to me.
What's going on, y'all? Real quick, man. I don't think you can compare Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia because Devin Haney is his own promoter. You know what I'm saying? When he comes in, he came in the game as his own promoter. When he fights, his name is on that ring. So I don't even think you can compare them to. And he should be comparing himself to Haney. Also, I don't think Ryan Garcia. Listen, I'm all for a guy challenging to get more money to be treated right, but I don't think he understands the business and the fact that just because you have a lot of followers on social media, those numbers don't translate. You know, even in music, if you got 6 million followers and you drop an album, that does not mean you're getting 6 million sales. If you have 3 million followers and you're a fighter, that don't mean you're getting 3 million views. Also, how many of them girls are 15, 16-year-old girls that follow him? They're not going to go download Dazn. They're not, you know, I'm not saying that some of his social media doesn't translate, but he needs to understand that the majority of it does not. That does not equal dollars. Most of those people are just following you on social media.
I don't know if I believe that, man. Look, man, I got an 11-year-old daughter that has an iPhone with my Apple ID, and I just approve her purchases. What are you gonna tell me, that I'm gonna say no to something that she wants for $10? Just, you know, this is the generation of the apps. I mean, you got, who the fuck hasn't bought Robux for their kid?
Right.
You know what I mean? So don't give me that, oh, they ain't gonna download the Dazn. Nigga, they got a phone. And they got an account.
He means they're not gonna want to watch the sport.
Bruh, Ryan is an influencer. When you tell someone I'm fighting on Dazn, they're gonna go fucking download. That's how it is.
And yeah, and you're right. And plus, if you want to see, like, you know, when I was a kid, I saw Macho Camacho not even fight. I just saw him swagged up in a Ferrari in the Bronx, waved the flag. I was like, yo, I want to see that dude fight. It was just like, it was on free TV. And, you know, and I'm a male. So we think, you know, people like, they add gender and age and be like, yo, they ain't interested. But nah, that's not true. Kids turn on football right now. You know,
bruh,
boys and girls. Girls watch
kids
basketball.
ask you for shit, bruh. They come and they tell you, Dad, I want to watch Logan Paul and KSI. They last fight was on YouTube and you paid 10, but now it's on Dazn. Come on, man, get out of here. We went to King. We got to go to Steve. Talk to me.
What up, Steve?
Yeah, hey, good morning. Hey, Golden Boy is a horrible promoter. Horrible. They got JoJo Diaz fighting some no-name dude from Mexico on Facebook.
In Mexico on Facebook.
Yeah, it's some bullshit. You know, Ryan, you guys hit on the head. He needs to go to Top Rank. Eddie can't do shit for Ryan. He go to Top Rank, he'll get him some money. Golden Boy is terrible. Outside of Canelo, they don't know how to promote their fighters. They suck.
Well, there you go, champ. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for participating. We're going to go ahead and transition into our next show. You can join us right here at youtube.com/The Boxing Voice as we talk the lower weight divisions. We're going to be talking Josh Warrington's mandatory challenger. The eliminator for that fight will be between Claudio Marrero versus Kid Galahad.
A.K.A. Abdul Barry Awad.
Yeah. So I'm your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO, but you can catch me right here at youtube.com/YouTube in a matter of seconds.
I am the other host, the co-star of the show.
Man, finish your food, B.
TBV_casual fan. You can find me there on Twitter and YouTube, as well as the Boxing Voice channel. Oscar De La Hoya is coming off like a bad promoter, but he's very vocal about, you know, Terrence Crawford and other heavyweights of the champion of the world. Peace.
AKA the Puerto Rican Johnny Bravo. But look here, man. You can follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312. And if you want to see me shit, and I mean take a motherfucking dump on this next topic, tune in.
And you can catch me on IG, Alex_Doomsday_LAINEZ. You can catch me on Twitter, AlexLinusTBV. And again, my just last little clip on this, Ryan Garcia, Golden Boy. I hope that relationship does mend and all you on both parties receive what you want. We'll be back.
Join us. We're not going anywhere. Just a new show. Same bad time, same bad channel. Peace.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
That was a good show.